Thanks for watching EriTv, dear viewers. Welcome to our news broadcast. First, the major headlines for this evening. President Isias urges for concerted global efforts. Call for judicious use of resources. Decision to stop harmful practices. Fighting in Somalia's Golkayo city kills 29. Boko Haram ghosts haunt liberated areas in Nigeria's northeast. In our domestic news, drawing attention to the vexing issues of plight of refugees and migrants, President Isias has urged for concerted international efforts to bring about a durable and effective solution to the illness. President Isias underlined the imperative for urgent and meaningful action to combat the scourge in a letter that he sent this week to various heads of state and government. The president noted that migration influx of refugees has become rampant globally. This was particularly exacerbated in those regions of the world that have been plunged into interminable crisis, primarily due to misguided policies and interventions by certain powers. In the event, the underlying causes and driving factors need to be addressed fully and comprehensively, President Isias noted. A sober diagnosis of the underlying causes that is not shouldered by willful propaganda is vital so as to fully identify the intertwined dimensions of the problem and find effective solutions. This will require serious and concerted action, President Isias emphasized. The President's letter also elucidated in greater details the genesis, the ramification, and principal actors behind the international crimes of human trafficking, as well as the vilification of demonization campaigns that are routinely conducted by the international crime syndicate on those who raise their moral voice, those on these despicable acts. President Isias further underlined in his letter the moral obligation of all those concerned to exert unreserved efforts for an expedited solution to promote justice by stemming this international crime that may be termed as the global slavery of the 21st century. As it will be recalled, the government of Eritrea has made repeated calls in previous years for robust action to stop human trafficking. President Isias has indeed written to UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon on February 2013 to launch a legal, independent, and transparent investigation of human trafficking that has victimized Eritrea. This request was also repeated on various occasions subsequently. Unfortunately, these appeals have not, as yet, been heeded. The governor of the Ansaba region, Mr. Ali Mahmoud, called on the public to make judicious use of resources and take into account the generations to come. Mr. Ali made the remark during a working visit he conducted from 29 October to 3 November in the subzones of Galeb, Asmat, Salah, and Karkabat. The governor visited social service rendering institutions, vegetable and fruit farms, as well as bee farms. Mr. Ali underlined the need for concerted efforts to boost production. In the course of his tour, Mr. Ali Mahmoud also visited the regrouping villages and 152 households put in place to accommodate the regrouped inhabitants of Koko administrative area and the citizens resettled in Karkabat from the Ansaba, Northern Red Sea, and Central regions. He also assured the settlers that the regional administration will do its level best to assist them in all their endeavors. Inhabitants of the regrouped villages on their part expressed appreciation for the opportunity they were provided with and expressed readiness to judiciously use the resources made available. The residents of Tabaldia administrative area, Golich subzone, decided to stop harmful practices that are physically and psychologically affecting women and that are negatively influencing their development. The decision was made at a seminar conducted in which concerned government and front officials took part. Mr. Fresgi Yamane, chairman of the committee to oversee harmful practices, explained that the sustainable awareness raising programs to stop the harmful practices in general and that of FGM and underage marriage in particular have resulted commendable behavioral change. Mr. Gilay Mosazgi, head of the Ministry of Health branch in the subzone explained the consequences of FGM and underage marriage and called on others to follow the exemplary initiative taken by the residents of Tabaldia administrative area. In the same vein, debating contest on harmful practices was held in 26 schools in the Central Region, in which 26 exemplary schools took part. That was our domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international right after a short break.